Feedback Express.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Feedback Express show with Nakenso Kenneth. The month of November is going to an end, but it's probably the best month of the year. I mean for me though. First, I am alive to see an African president resign.
The streets were like wildfire. It was like 4 decades of despair turned into unbridled joy.
Yeah, calm down for a second. Second, I get to see Mugabe leave the Zimbabwe WhatsApp group, and finally this question has an answer. Who is the former president of Zimbabwe? Students, take note. The answer is Robert Mugabe, in case you still don't believe it. If I was in that country, I would have gone back to class just to make sure I passed that question. I just imagine how boring that history class was till now. Now I can draft a sheet on the Zimbabwean history. In the 1990s, transatlantic slave trade. In the 1800s, colonization of Zimbabwe. 1914, First World War. 1939, Second World War. 1980, Mugabe is president. 2017, Mugabe was president. But seriously, who does that? I mean, let's get real for a moment. You ruled for 37 years, and during your rule, you kick whites out of your country, seize their lands, put the whole country in terror, inspire the world with famous Mugabe quotes, keeping a line of mustache under your nose for all your life, and all this just to resign at the end? Just like that? You pack your bags? Who does that? Are you sure it's not your dummy who did this? Now you are making other old African presidents see you as weak. What will Beji Caid of Tunisia think? What will Paul Biya of Cameroon think? So now that you have resigned, who do you think you are, a hero? Give me a break. I can imagine your wife carrying you out of the office. So he was overthrown and his prison was a house arrest for not even 1 week? Are you people serious? A 93-year-old man who sleeps in every event he attends, you dare give him a house arrest? Who do you think you're fooling? See him sleep over and over and over again. You walk in a 93-year-old man's house, see him sleeping as always, and you say it's a house arrest. All you guys needed is to say, hey Zimbabweans, the old man is sleeping. Let's wake him up with some news. And he will get up in the morning and he will be like, what's going on here? Then he will say, cowards are those who could not beat me when I was young, but decided to do so when I am now 93 years. And he is right if he says that. But you know what? I think I miss him. I miss him a lot. No, not for his reign. I mean, it was underrated. But I miss him for his Mugabe quotes. I still have this simple one he said. In Africa, the only warning they take seriously is low battery. And that's very true. Well, immediately he resigned, he gave his last quote. To all fellow presidents, I ruled Zimbabwe for 37 years and 7 months. And now let's see what Psalms 37 verse 7 says. Solomon was wise, but he was brought down by a woman. Samson was strong, but he was brought down by a woman. I, Robert Mugabe, was tough and old, but was brought down by a woman. Grace Mugabe, maybe. My advice to you is just to be a conscious man when you fall in love. I just hope this new guy called the Crocodile will come up with interesting and funny quotes too. But Crocodile? Who accepts nicknames like this? Anyways, let's see who he is. First, Mugabe was his mentor. He strategically fostered a loyal support based within the military and security forces. So was he the brain behind this military takeover or what? Second, he was Mugabe's enforcer. Third, for weeks, Mr. the Crocodile had been publicly demonized by Mugabe and his wife, Grace. If he did what I think he did, then he should be called traitor, not crocodile. 4. Emmerson Mnangagwa is 75 years old. Seriously? Is this the best you guys could come up with? I knew it. This statement that youths are leaders of tomorrow does not apply in Africa. Not at all. The 5th, he is feared. He is danger. Brief, he has a long curriculum vitae of brutality. Yet, he was the best choice for 2017. Anyways, he was sworn in yesterday, Thursday, 23rd November, and during his inauguration speech, he cited out many interesting solutions, including these.
Gone are the days of absenteeism and salutary application, days of unduly delay and forestalling decisions and services in the hope of extorting dirty rewards. Those days are over. As we focus on recovering our economy, we must shed misbehaviors and the acts of indiscipline which have characterized the past. Acts of corruption must stop.
Come on! For a country that's been sniffing the same boring perfume odor for 37 years, and that's the limping chance you give for that speech? Come on! You ought to do more than this. Anyways, I guess you're still dealing with the tired Mugabe brain, so good luck. And during his grand speech, I saw some of those people whom they say got Mugabe under house arrest. Yeah, indeed. See them? There they are. So what will you say to them? So it's done. Mugabe out, Mnangagwa in. Thank God he's 75 years old. This means people are sure that he won't rule for another 30 years. Unless nature decides to give him long life. You guys will be doomed again. Since there's no youngster that can rule in Africa, who cares?
Feedback Express.
That's it for today. Please comment your thoughts on this and subscribe. More is coming.